Traditionally, the word squid has been used as a derogatory term in the motorcycling community to refer to a rider that is generally unskilled, reckless, and above all, doesn't wear gear. However, in recent years, with the advent of internet culture and sweet maymays, the term squid is now a catch-all for riders who in general ride dangerously and like to hoon around. They might or might not wear gear, they may or may not pull fat wheelies everywhere, and there's many varieties of squidding. Let's walk through the modern day examples. Number 1. Shit bike squid. Ratchet bikes, ratchet gear, ratchet life. This squid might actually resemble the squid of days past. Ratty ass gear combined with sketchy yet dank wheelies, and we've got ourselves a real winner. Riding high on the $400 Craigslist special they picked up, wearing the latest in motorcycle riding technology from Vans, and a high impact abrasion protecting t-shirt from Target. The thing that makes these guys stand out is their gumption, their pure love and drive to have a bike no matter how nearly broken down it is. I gotta hand it to these guys, it's pretty unbelievable how they keep these older bikes running strong enough to withstand this abuse. Number 2, full leathers race bike squid. This breed is particularly difficult to spot. You might think that someone riding around in full leathers and on a bike with semi-active suspension is really part of the ATGAT brigade and is riding around championing the virtues and ideals of ATGAT supremacy. Wrong. This is the true street Rossi, and they will make the road their racetrack, seen wearing a full Dainese race suit, that one carbon AGV helmet, and on an S1000RR. You might think they're being sane, but if you're lucky enough to see them on a back road, they're dragging knee around every single corner and hitting wide open throttle at the apex. Favorites include Yamaha's R1, latest year only you plebe, the Kawasaki ZX-10R, the CBR 1000RR, and for some reason the Fireblade dudes are always the fastest. Number 3, naked torque monster squid. Everyone knows that doing things naked is more fun, bikes included. These guys are usually ex-race bike riders who wanted something more upright for the street. They even managed to convince their wives that it's a more sensible motorcycle. Look, sweetie, it's not hunkered down like those low clip-on high-seat race bikes. This is a modern bike with a sense of responsibility. Yeah, tell me again how 1290 cc's of face-melting torque is sensible. These guys are typically not gear-dependent like the race bike squids, but they'll be geared up. Weapons of choice include the KTM 1290, FZ09s, or the BMW S1000R. Number 4, the Supermoto Squid. This squid has exploded in popularity in recent years due to the rise of motovlogging. It seems that everyone is starting to see the inherent squidding potential in a machine that weighs under 300 pounds and has a torquey single-cylinder motor. It's basically designed to wheelie, it can go off-road, and it's just a riot to ride. Naturally, the Squid has taken this bike to its logical extreme and uses it as a unicycle. They'll tell you that the 450 is perfectly adequate for the street and doesn't require any additional maintenance, but the DRZ 400 and 250 guys know what it's like to truly own a bulletproof and indestructible motorcycle. Number 5, the beginner rider squid. I'll admit, I was one of these. You're about 3 weeks past your license, you've been mobbing around, and you've gotten just good enough to not kill yourself while riding. Now let's go pretend we're Rossi in a parking lot and rip through traffic. The beginner squid may just be a tiny little squidlet growing their tentacles, but they dream big of ripping huge wheelies down the main street of their town on a future, bigger bike. Actually, as a matter of fact, they never stop talking about that big old leader bike they're gonna get next week. Parking lot wheelies are a must, and so are fake stunts. You know what I'm talking about, standing up on your pegs, doing dumb shit while you ride. You know who you are, and your day of reckoning will come. Number 6, the cruiser squid. In every group ride, particularly large ones, there's the random cruiser bro. Cruisers are typically relegated to their own camp when it comes to motorcycles, but there's always that one guy who plays by some different rules and shows up to a sport bike or supermoto style meetup with a nasty ass Harley, Sportster, or a VMAX. Make no mistake though, while they might not be able to rip huge wheelies, or maybe they can, you never know, these guys are more than happy to cut up traffic and hang with the best squids around. Usually these are the coolest no fucks given sort of guys who just love riding bikes. And finally, number 7, the mini bike stunt pros. This is a special breed all of their own. These guys don't specialize in the latest gear, the top speed, or the fattest wheelies. They're riding their own ride and they're doing their own thing on the Grom Z125 platforms. The differentiating factor that separates these riders from all others is they are somehow borderline stunt riders on these diminutive motorcycles. Regular wheelies just aren't enough for them anymore. Time to do circle wheelies, stand-up wheelies, endos, combos, you name it. They've transitioned far beyond traditional wheelie squid and moved into borderline extreme athlete territory. Maybe it's time for a trials bike? And there you have it, a comprehensive list of the new age squids you'll encounter. Much like the N-word, maybe we can reclaim the term squid and use it liberally to apply to riders who just enjoy hooning around and having a little more reckless fun than other more tame riders. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead, do it. You know you want to. Every time someone subscribes to the Yammie Noob channel, my strength and virality grows. It's why I was able to survive a head-on collision with a boulder. True story. See you later, lamb chop.